retirement is not a goal. So let's talk about that just a little bit today. Let's talk about retirement, and I can share with you why, for me, retire. You don't hear me talk a lot about retirement because it's not a goal for me. Now, I know a lot of people are, bent on retirement. They're always thinking about retirement. The reason they are because a lot of people work hard their entire lives. And so they want nothing more than to just take a break and be able to, get away from it and spend a few days or a few years doing whatever they enjoy doing. But my advice to you or my question to you is, why wait? Why wait until you've been overworked, underpaid? Why wait until you've slaved away for 40 years? Why wait to see what the stock market's going to look like in 10, 20, 30 years? Why wait to see if your 401k made money or if it lost money? Why wait to find out if your taxes are going to be higher or lower? Those are all things that are out of your control. And if you watch this channel, you know one thing I do not like is things being out of my control. I'm not a fan of things being outside of my control. I like to control as much as possible. So you don't hear me talk a lot about retirement. Why? Because retirement's not a goal of mine. My goal is to work a little bit, make a lot of money, because I want you guys to know that it's easier to make a lot of money in a little bit of time than it is to make a little bit of money in a lot of time. I'll say it again. It's easier to make a lot of money very quickly than it is to make a little bit of money over a long period of time. So if you don't believe that money and life is about time, then without time, there's no life, right? So, and if you trade all your time for a little bit of money, there's no life. So what you want to be able to do, or at least what I want to be able to do, is to be able to make a lot of money very quickly. Reason I say quickly, because I know you guys are going to get into he's talking about getting rich quickly. Well, if getting rich quickly is the scam, then I would love to be a part of that, because you know what the real scam is? Staying broke for the rest of your life, working hard for the rest of your life and not making a lot of money. That's the real scam. I take the get rich quick scam. It's not a scam, but I take getting rich quickly. Let me prove it to you that money is about time. If you work for 40 years, you make $25,000 a year. Or if you work for 20 years and you make $50,000 a year, you've made $1 million. Congratulations, you've made $1 million. But why don't we consider you a millionaire? Because it took too long for you to make the $1 million. Now let's say I make $250,000 a year, and in 4 years I make $1 million. Who's rich, right? The me that made the 250 grand a year is the rich person, right? And we both made $1 million. Exactly. The only difference is how quickly you made it. And because I was able to make the $1 million a lot faster than you, guess what? I lived the life of my dreams. Now, if I want to work for 40 years and make $25,000 a year, I don't get to live the life of my dreams. And so you have to think about retirement for yourself. And again, is retirement your goal? And whether it is or whether it isn't, that's completely up to you, right? Make sure this thing doesn't fall out. But whether retirement is your goal or not, that's going to be up to you. I'm just here to tell you, retirement is not my goal. I don't dream of a day where I sit around and do nothing. That's not what I dream of. I anticipate a day where a lifestyle, in fact, where I make a bunch of money, work 1, 2, 3 hours a week, maybe something like that, and get to enjoy my life with my family, doing the things that I love doing. So if your goal is to enjoy life, you need to be working on that right now. You don't have to wait until you retire to enjoy life. That is your life. If you're working 20, 30, 40 years hoping for a retirement that may or may not be there, you've wasted your life. You've wasted your life. There's no guarantee retirement's going to be there. So what we want to do is we want to live as long as we can live. We want to make as much money as we can make. We want to make it as quickly as we can make it. And we want to enjoy life as quickly as we can start enjoying it. Whatever that is, whatever that means for you, whatever you want to do with your life, it's going to be a result of what are you working on? What are you working towards? What do you want out of this life? You want to make $20,000 a month, $25,000 a month for the rest of your life and enjoy life? Do it. You want to make $10,000 a month for the rest of your life and enjoy life? Do it. But my advice to you is to do not focus on retirement, not wait on retirement. That's just gonna make life harder for you, because you're gonna put everything, all your hopes and dreams into whether or not there's this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and it may or may not be there. So instead of anticipating that or waiting for that or agonizing about that, why not enjoy life now? Why not live the good life now? Why not travel, eat good food, be healthy, spend time with the people you love now? You don't have to wait. Retirement causes you to push. That creates a goal 30, 40 years from now. Well, you know, this retirement thing is coming, and now you're thinking about something 20 years down the road, and you're not incentivized to do anything. You just get lazy because you anticipate that day you finally get a breakthrough, that day you finally get to enjoy your life is going to be retirement 10, 20 years from now. And so you don't really do anything now except par for the course, right? You just stay in the lane you're in. You don't try anything. You don't take any risk. You don't try to build wealth, build businesses, invest. You don't try anything. You just sit there in that lane and wait patiently for this promised thing called retirement. And that's it. And then because you're probably thinking, man, life right now really sucks, but one day I'm going to get this thing called retirement, and I'm not going to have to do anything. I'm just going to sit around and do nothing. And then you talk to people that's already retired and they say, listen, baby, you don't want to sit around and do nothing. You don't want that life. And I don't want it. I don't want to sit around and do nothing. I want to sit around and do something. I want to be traveling when I'm 60, when I'm 75. I want to be moving around and in shape. If I sell 40 years of my life, they're going to beat my body down and then give me what's left of me. Ain't happening. I went through this with my wife, where my wife was tired. She's working 40 hours a week. I was like, ain't happening. I didn't marry you so you could work 40 hours a week. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but I didn't marry you so they can work you until you're 65 and then send you home to me, send what's left of you back to me because they've taken everything out of you for a paycheck. Ain't happening. No, I married you to spend time with me, so you're coming home. I married you to enjoy life with me. Let's go on vacations. Let's travel. Let's have kids. Let's make a bunch of money. Let's sit by the pool. Let's sit by the lake. Let's sit by the beach. What we're not going to do is let you go in and work, allow you to go in and work 40 hours a week for a paycheck just to make a living. No, we're not trading our life for a paycheck. You can. You're welcome to, but I'm not. I'm not. I told my wife whenever we first met, I said, look, just want you to know who you're dealing with. Just want you to know who you're about to say I do to. You're about to say I do to a guy who doesn't believe that a 9-to-5 is going to create financial freedom for us. You're about to say I do to a guy who doesn't believe the school system, the public school system, or in that case, even the private school system, is what's best for our kids. Right? You're about to say I do to a guy who believes that cash flow, not paychecks or earned income, is the way to financial freedom. You're about to say yes to a guy, I do to a guy, who's either going to leave this world very, very rich or very, very poor, but he will never leave this world in the middle, just making enough to get by. And I explained it to her, and she understood it because she come from a home where it's a working class home, middle class home, good family. But that's the background, to work until you retire. And I said, no, we're not going to have that mindset in this house. We're not going to do it. We're going to work to create financial freedom. And then we're going to work less and make more. And then we're going to travel and enjoy life. Where are some things you want to go? Name the 5 places internationally you would love to visit. Let's map it out so we can visit. Right? We don't want to check in with the boss and say, hey, can we take a week vacation, just hang out with the family? No. We make money from home, from our phone. We do whatever we want to do when we want to do it. You don't want to give me a vacation? Fine. I'm not asking you for a vacation. Here's my resignation. A lot of you don't have the power to do that. You can have the power to do that, but you won't, because you live in fear. You live in a constant state of fear. Why? Because you fear that you lose your paycheck, which gives you a lifetime of anxiety. Why? Because you pay for everything with your paycheck, and it's the only way you know how to make money. And because your paycheck is the only way that you know how to make money and get paid, you can't accomplish anything outside of your 9 to 5. It's all you know. Now, it doesn't have to end there. The truth is, it's not all you know, it's all you choose to know. You're scared to venture out. You're afraid to venture out and try something new. And I'm here to tell you, the people that live their best lives, live financial free lives, get to enjoy life, the ones you see on Instagram and TikTok and all that, and you go, man, I'd sure love to be them. Well, those people took risk. They took risk. You won't take any risk. And because you won't take any risk, you're not going to get a reward, right? Like they say, no risk it, no biscuit. So if you want to change your life, that's what you need to do. You need to step outside of your programming, your pre-programming that you've been programmed since a child, being a child, and that taught you the only way to make a living is to be a good boy or girl and say yes to your boss and get a job. You've been so programmed with that you know no other ways to make money other than that. And I'm here to tell you there are plenty of ways to make money other than that. You don't have to only do that. You can make money in other ways. But you have to decide, what am I looking for in this life? Retirement, again, retirement is not a goal for me. Shon-Jhon ain't looking for retirement. Shon-Jhon looking to enjoy life now. I don't want to wait until I'm 65 or 70 to enjoy life. And they're probably going to push the retirement age beyond that because they don't have any money to take care of you, so they actually need you to die. Yeah, the government would rather you die than to write you a Social Security check. They would rather themselves have a security check. So they're going to raise the retirement age as high as they can get it in the hope that you die first. What a way to live. Who would want to depend on that type of system? Like they say, if you got friends like that, who needs enemies? So focus, again, on what you want your life to look like now. I'm telling you the time to live is now. I'm telling you the time to travel is now. I'm telling you the time to live your best life is right now. Don't wait 10, 20, 30 years. Don't even wait a year. Go enjoy life now. You don't know how much time you got. I don't know how much time I got. I just want to enjoy life as much as I can while I still can. And that's why my advice to you is always the same. Whatever you want to do in this life, do it now. Right? I hope I inspired someone. I hope I said something that helps you and motivates you. Don't sit back here and accept life. No, you tell life what you want out of it. A lot of you, you're in the position you're in because life doesn't know what you want. You never make a declaration as to, you've never sat down and just said, here's what I want my life to look like. And I do. And I'm just an average guy who was born poor, been poor most of my life. But I sat down and I still do. And I say, all right, what do you want your life to look like? Well, I want to make a lot of money. I still know mine. I want time freedom, control my time. That's what I want. Time's the most important thing, even over money. I want time freedom. I want to control my time. Then I want financial freedom because I want the money to be able to do what I want to do. And then I want lifestyle freedom because I want the lifestyle I enjoy the most. Time, money, and lifestyle with my family and friends. That's how I want to live. You get to decide how you want to live. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. See you guys on the next video. And for those who want to learn how to start a business from your phone, a middleman business from your phone, put middleman in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in live training. Peace.